You know how they taught us like in bio class that it took like what, like about like a couple thousand years for white people to have developed from black people? Like, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Like, I didn't say it perfectly, but like, you know what I mean, right? So you mean to tell me this Michael Jackson dude, he did that in just 51 years? We got like a couple thousand, and then we got 51. One man alone did that in 51 years. That's kind of crazy. So apparently, okay, Michael, he was the lead vocalist when he was about this high up. You can't even see, because that's literally how tall he was when he was singing with apparent big vocal cords. Like, that had happened. Yeah, okay. Dancing. Okay. So this moonwalk thing just became accepted. I'm assuming the moon is pretty rough, no? This walk is done on very smooth property. This walk has been done for decades, apparently. And it's literally getting from one part of the stage to the other. Like this. Like this. It's sometimes finalized with a spin and a dance on tippy toes. No ballet shoes needed. Okay. So, apparently, when you go on these performances, it gets a bit crazy. Like, I'm talking about, we having stretchers on deck, not because people are overwhelmed by a big crowd. No. They're literally overwhelmed. Their heart is palpitating so much that they literally lose consciousness just by this dude's presence yards away. Yeah, okay. So apparently he performed at one of the most watched televised programs. Okay. We talking about money we ain't never seen before in our lives. That's how much is being made by the artist, not necessarily, but whoever's involved. Yes. He had performed for that. As you can probably imagine, this is a very dramatic, a lot of emotions. It's a lot going on, as you can probably imagine. Those crowds are huge ass crowds. Huge ass motherfucking crowds. And you mean to tell me this dude literally got on top of the freaking Megatron thing, jumped from the screen to on top of the Megatron. Then, not too long later, we're on the stage and same thing again. We having smoke, we having fire, and we having this dude jump into the air and land on his 2 feet. And he's frozen for 2 minutes. Guys, I feel like you guys generally don't understand how anxiety inducing, how much goes down in just a freaking second at a big event performance like the Super Bowl. And during those 2 minutes, people were just screaming the entire 2 minutes. There's no music going on, nothing. Apparently this dude is just frozen. And then for the second half of that time period where he literally stood for doing nothing, he slowly takes off glasses. And that gets the crowd going even more. that had happened and is still spoken about decades later. That has happened quite some time before I was brought here, and I'm here talking about it as if I was there because that happened. Okay. I just feel like this dude's name is too perfect. Michael Jackson. Legal name. Not just a stage name. And it just works. So simple yet so known. Like, yeah, okay. Despite how international, how global this dude is, for some freaking reason, despite all of the footage we've seen, apparently of this guy, no one really knows his actual voice. Mind you, this person uses their voice for a freaking living, and no one really knows it. Apparently, it was a facade. It was a strategy to save his vocals. To save his vocals. Oh, my bad. Let me not speak too much to you because I don't want to ruin your vocals. Okay. And you mean to tell me, of the few people, the little percentage of people who actually got to experience this is a tiny percentage, because like this dude was like known by people after him, after he passed, and people during his life, apparently, that had happened on this earth, and you know, the whole world, like, of the people. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to do the math. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like a small, you know, because it's like one hand versus literally, yeah. You know, they should use that example for freaking, not geometry class, for algebra class, because that's a really good way to like understand percentages. Apparently it's very deep. It's very deep. You trying to tell me this dude that you be hearing the high notes? Infamous for them high notes. Has a deep voice. Wow, 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 wow. What a story. What a motherfreaking story. So great that apparently they made a performance off of his life. How many years later? How many decades later? It was a pretty packed show. You know what I'm saying? Like, people were here to watch it. You know what I'm saying? This dude. Y'all, this is literally like, that's literally a mythical creature, bro. Like, come on. Bro, I was watching the VMAs, old VMAs, like old. We talking old. When I tell you, I almost I don't even know the word. I was just so overwhelmed. I was just so scared. Because they announced his name for an award. Okay? Literally, this mythical creature walks to the podium to accept it. And I'm scared. Because how could they make him look so freaking realistic? What? Like, how do you even do that? That's like, I was gonna say that's like AI, but like not really, because AI does not look that great as it tries to make us believe. So I'm not gonna give AI that much credit. I was gonna say AI in person, but like, no, we're not gonna gas AI like that, because whatever that was, AI has nothing on. Seeing that happen, wow, you had to have been there. Like literally, I was speaking, me and myself, I was like, bro, like, you just seen that, right? And she was like, yeah, like, no, like, I definitely, and I'm like, you saw it? She was like, yeah, like, I definitely used to. And I was like, no, like, you see what I'm saying? She was like, yeah, like, that was definitely that MJ dude, like, but ain't no, it was really, exactly. So it was just so unbelievable. Me and myself, we just couldn't believe it. What was the intent of me sharing this? Because I'm so sick and tired of everyone just acting like this is normal. Like that was a normal thing. That was a normal experience. Like this MJ thing is, like somebody had to say it, okay? Somebody had to say it, and it's just gonna have to be me. I know, like deep down, we all thinking about it, like, damn, like with everything going on, like is it real? Like, no, like he's not real, okay? Now you can keep telling your kids that, MJ was real, the same way we be talking about Santa Claus. You can do that, but when they grow up, they're gonna know. It's gonna hit them hard. This dude was not real. All right. That is my message to the world, because someone out there relates. You thought you're not crazy. All right, now. I'm done. I've done my part. Yeah.